All right. Hello, hello. Merry Christmas to everyone. How are we doing? Let's see who else joins. I know we started a little earlier than normal. Okay. We'll give it a little bit more time to see if anybody else is showing up. If you show up, let me know you're here. Merry Christmas to everyone. Michael from Yorkshire, welcome. Thank you for coming. Carol, thank you for coming. Merry Christmas to you as well. Anon 1970. Yeah, that's the year I was born. Elsie, Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming. Good afternoon to all of you. Wet and windy. You're fed up with it. Sorry. Not to rub it in. It's dark now, but we're expecting bright sunny skies here in my neck of the woods. So hang tight. You guys always have a good traditional Christmas weather. I never do. It's most of the time we're having kind of a heat wave around Christmas. It's so bizarre. Daniel, thank you. How are we feeling today? You're welcome, Elsie. Yeah, if anybody still wants anybody who wants a Christmas card, just let me know. I'll just send me an email. I'll be happy to send you one. Nice. So is everybody ready for Christmas? Today I'm going to start my Christmas shopping. Yes, I'm starting today. Catherine, thank you for coming. Windy, but some sunshine. Good. Yeah, I think I can handle rain, snow, of course, I love, but the wind is the worst. Yes, I'm starting today. I mean, I've purchased a couple things online that will probably be delivered today, but physically going out, in a weird way, I like the chaos. I like it's a challenge that I always put myself through every year. I wait till the very end. um, so I'll be spending today and tomorrow trying to get everything. And I don't have a clue what I'm going to be buying today. So it's just, I like, for whatever reason, I like being out in the crowds and soaking in all the festivity, the chaos. Like I said, it's and I go by myself. I don't want anybody there with me because I want to just go and wherever it takes me. And it's a challenge for me to try to buy. Uh, Usually ends up being around 30 gifts, not major gifts. I buy a lot of stockings. I'm a big stocking guy. That's always my favorite part growing up, was opening stockings, just little things in the stockings, and I have a tradition. The rest of my family does not, but I wrap all my stocking gifts, whether it's a toy car, a gift card. I'll even wrap a gift card. I love it. I spend Christmas Eve after we have our little family gathering. I'll spend from like 9 o'clock until about midnight wrapping, watching a Christmas Story on loop. It's kind of drinking wine. Yeah, it's kind of my own deal. Done. Michael's finished his shopping. Well done. Uh, 14 in 1970. Yeah, you couldn't tell, Carol. There's no way. There's no way. Uh, a little. Okay. Well, hang in there, Daniel. Yeah, that's thinking about you, brother. Bought your beef joint today. Is that a Christmas or Christmas Eve dinner that you're gonna cook that up? Do traditional British and add a tangerine and a walnut. Catherine, that's awesome. Shopping's done. Now it's just the food. That's pretty good. Yes. This time of year, eat well for sure. Everybody's got food, no matter where you go. Yeah, I don't know what that's like. I'm always out there till the last minute. I'm out there buying gifts. But anyway, yeah. So I was saying it. Yeah, I buy a lot of stockings. So I enjoy watching people being my family, open up stocking gifts and presents. So I tend to go overboard every year, and it gets hard because you don't want to buy something you've already purchased over the last decade. Some things they need that need replacing, so that's easy. But it's a challenge. It's a challenge to get them something that they're just not going to throw away the next day, because it's pointless. So I'm not going to be buying a pencil or something like that. It's it's definitely a challenge, but and it can be, at the end of the day you're like exhausted, but yeah, for whatever reason I enjoy it. So and of course I'm lazy. That's another reason why I wait so long. But you know, I am officially off work. Friday was my last day, so I'm off work for like 10 days. My older son, and his fiance girlfriend will come in tomorrow. So I'll probably do some videos tomorrow morning, but then I'll probably be off for about a week. I might do like shorts, so you can kind of keep an eye out for those of just out and about doing Christmas stuff. But probably won't have any videos for a week. Take a day off or a week off and come next week, because I think that's it. When my son comes, they usually stay out here in the living room, so I can't really sit here and do videos. But yeah, I love it. Um, Crimbo Day with a turkey crown. Nice, nice. Emptied your sock drawer and used the last of my bath stuff. Ready. Awesome. Yes. Enjoying family. We've been doing a lot of things. Last night, we did kind of a fun little thing. It was different. We always try to do some sort of Christmas light thing where we go and watch the lights, and we've done some fun things. Last night was very different. there's a town near here called Moore Park that has a college that has a uh, zoo teaching college attached to it, to where they teach how to work in a zoo, how to treat animals, so on and so forth, that sort of thing. So they have a lot of animals out there, and, you know, it's a teaching zoo, is what they call it. So we they had like a Christmas event all month long with lights, and you can walk throughout the zoo and see the animals, and they have all that's very festive. It's not a very big place. The most of the animals there are rescue animals, like pretty much all the birds that they have can't fly anymore. But they have incredible. I don't want to call them an exhibit, but they had I got to see a bald eagle, which is pretty awesome to see one up close. It's dark, so you can't really see them too good because they stand. But of course, the vultures, they had a bunch of turkey vultures, which are just kind of creepy. But they have, like, inside their huge cage, for the lack of a better word, they have like a little a, a little place they can stand and stay warm. They have like a heat lamp, and all the vultures would just sit in there, and being silhouetted by this heat lamp made them look very, uh, vulture like. But they had a bald eagle, they had a bunch of hawks, they have mumpies, they have monkeys, they had a baboon, they have all the things you'd see in a zoo. A gabon. Is it a gabon? Um, and then at the end, you get to see the lion and tigers. Oh my, yes, they have one of those, and it that was like pretty awesome. They're just these huge animals, but it was different. It was different being in seeing it all the while. They have Christmas lights and little displays and stuff all throughout. So it was fun. It was different. Let's see. Grandkids, 7 grandkids. You're gonna have a full house. Absolutely. Grandkids. That's a lot. 7. I can't wait for my first grandkid. It's a gibbon. Yeah, it could be a gibbon. I thought it was spelled Gabon. They had little, but it might have been gibbon too. It was dark, and I didn't have my glasses on, so it could have been. It could have been anything. But yeah, they also have snakes. The reptile house, the whole bit. The kids, I imagine, the younger kids really enjoyed it, but it was fun. It was fun. It was different. It was different. I didn't think to take any footage with my camera. I was just enjoying myself. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was dark. It might have even, I, who's to say it was even a monkey? I don't know. But they all kind of like were sitting back in their enclosures and kind of just probably wondering why we were all there after the sun went down. What was wild was the lion just kind of was sleeping. He slept up near the front, and it's like, they're just so used to people that it didn't even bother him. He slept, of course, with his back to us, and he'd get up, change positions, and lay back down. And so everybody's just waiting for him to stand up so we could see him. And And then he just goes back to sleep. Just did not care. Sausage rolls. Don't forget the sausage rolls. Now you're out shopping again. Yep. Maybe it was a given from Gabon. Maybe. Um, so it sounds like a lot of you have some plans with friends or family. That's good. That's good. I know there are a few of you who uh, just like to uh, hang out alone too, and that's okay as well. There are many different ways to um, celebrate or not celebrate. However, however you do it is good. Yes, yes, Elsie. I've actually been up for an hour and a half. I usually get up at 4:30 in the morning every day. And so, yeah, this is not early for me. It's good for me because everybody else is asleep, and um, it just allows me to kind of do my own thing, and it's peaceful, you know. But yeah, 4:30 is usually my time that I get up every morning. Unless, of course, I don't go to bed till like 1 in the morning, and I usually will sleep in a little bit longer. But I have like this internal body clock that just will get me up at the same time every morning. I haven't used an alarm in years because I just wake up. It's very bizarre. Yep, usually go to bed, not counting the weekends, but during the week when I have to work, I'm usually in bed by 9:30, um, and asleep by 10, and usually get up about 4:30 in the morning the next morning. I don't have to go to work now, but even if I wanted to sleep in, I just can't. But when I'm not working, I do enjoy a nap. I always get a nap in. Love my naps. The Welsh mob is coming Christmas Eve. Oh, the land shark is making an appearance. I love it. You're going to have to wear gloves. You're going to have to wear gloves, Carol. The Grinch is in the chat. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Thank you for coming to our last live stream of the year. I'm going to show you. I have a debate going with some friends of mine, and I wonder if any of you can shed some light on what it's like over there. What's popular, a fake tree or a real tree? I'm going to go ahead and show you my tree. Bear with me. There's our stockings. There's our tree over there. Uh, that's a fake tree. And I use a fig tree every year. It is the best thing I ever bought because we used to do, real trees, but having to water them and having to dispose of them at the end. The pine needles are everywhere. We got this fig tree. It comes pre-lit with lights on it. We've used it now for over a decade. Not this particular one, but similar ones. And I don't think I'll ever go back to a real tree. It's just so much easier. Carol's at your 4:30 as well. Nice. I agree. It is the best part of the day. There's just a different quiet. The sound, the sound of quiet, of silence. Sound of silence. It's different at 4:30 than to say 11:30 at night. Nighttime quiet is different than morning quiet. They're two different sounds, at least to me. And I feel that the morning quiet is so soothing and relaxing. Nighttime quiet, maybe it's because you're getting tired, you want to go to sleep. It's different, but the morning quiet to me is by far the best. What are gauntlets, Carol? Like the vessels to drink from? Isn't that a gauntlet? Fake pre-lit tree. Nice. Yeah, good. No, Elsie, I don't have a fire. Well, I actually do have a fireplace. It's a fake fireplace. It's a gas fireplace that we have in our back room, which is back that way. That we never use that room, and basically I've shut the gas off to it. We've never used it as long as we've lived here because nobody hangs out in that room. It's just a kind of a storage room now because that's just kind of where everything gets put. But no, when I grew up with a fireplace in my parents' house, but now this house doesn't have a fireplace, so we hang them over there. Um, Trying to explain that to children about how Father Christmas, Santa in our case, um, gets here. You know, uses the door just like everybody else. He has his own key. No, actually, we've never really had to explain that to them. They never asked. Plus, I buy so many stocking gifts for everybody that they're generally just spilled out underneath the stocking anyway. So, but yeah, no fireplace here. Fireplace, we don't need a fireplace here. Doesn't it does get really cold every once in a while. We have a heater. Yeah, it would be cool to have a fireplace. But even at my parents' house, we maybe use the fireplace two or three times in my time staying there. So small. Let's see here. Yeah, how will Santa get in? Well, that's the thing. He's magical. He can he can get in through a window, through the front door, walk through walls. He's magical. He can do whatever. Let's see here, Carol. I haven't had a live tree since our been knocked it over after the. uh, See, all the pine needles or all the needles fell off of it. Yeah, the cats. We bless our cats don't jump in the tree. I've seen videos of the cats jumping in the tree. Our cats will lay underneath it, but they don't even bother really with it anymore. Small artificial tree and miniature ornaments dress up over the fireplace. Nice. Don't overdo it. Like a classic. That's good. That sounds great. He uses the door. Yeah. He has the code to get in. Him, the UPS and FedEx drivers, they all have the code to get in through the gate. And Santa's got a special key. It, you know, with Cooper and Damien, they never asked. They never asked how he got here. They were just glad he got here. So we never really had to conjure up a story of how he did it. Um, and by the way, I don't have a gate that requires a code. That's if I don't have a fireplace, there's no way I have a gate to get in through the to the. I have a gate, but it's not like needing a code or anything. Those are the people that live up on the hill. Yep. Yeah, those falconer gloves for sure. Oh, goblets. Right. What's a gauntlet then? Or the gauntlets are the big gloves. Okay. Oh, so there's the term. I throw down the gauntlet. He's throwing his glove. Got it. Got it. Goblet is the drinking. Got it. Thank you, Daniel, for coming in, dude. And thank you for the little super chat or whatever those things are called at the beginning of this. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you, buddy. Hope to talk to you soon. But thank you for popping by. It's early on your side of the country as well, but I appreciate you coming in, saying hello. Of course, Santa has magic access to everything, which is a little disconcerting when you really think about it, but it's okay. I knew it was leather. I knew it was leather. Yeah, the Grinch is asking me if I go out on Christmas Eve for a drink or two. In my younger days, pre-family, we we being me and friends we would have Christmas Eve at home with the family, my mom and dad and all that, and my brothers and sisters, and then we would go down to the pub. There's a place I've mentioned before called Victoria Pub here in Ventura, and it's really our only pub that is like trying to be like a pub. Um, and it's an English pub, and they would stay open all night on Christmas Eve. And we would usually, after the family would do their thing, we would go down to the Victoria Pub and have several pints, if you will. And the place was always packed. It was hard to get a table in there. But I haven't done that in a long time because, you get a family and then we started hosting Christmas Eve at our house. So we have all the family coming over. We make a big meal. We drink a lot of wine and eggnog and so on. And um, haven't done that in a long time. Now we have uh, nieces and who now do that. They leave our holiday and go downtown or something to you know continue the Christmas Eve festivities. But I haven't done that in years. I mean, it's been probably 20 years. Plus, by the time we're done with dinner, I you know uh, I have to do the dishes, clean up, and then I have all those presents to wrap. So if I were to change one thing, though, I think I would rather have the presents wrapped already. So one or two is fine, but you start getting in like 20. And now, don't get me wrong, my wrapping is atrocious. It is essentially put it down, cut around it, tape, 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 Sharpie, write the name, done. I don't, I don't, I don't take any time making it look good. If the paper doesn't completely cover the gift, they do, or I should say they don't. Ask about the reindeer is right. JJ, welcome. Yeah, I've started a little earlier today because I've got to After this, I got to go shower up, get ready, head out to start shopping. It's a long, long day ahead of me, but I'll make it worthwhile. Stop in, you know, in one of the places, have a cocktail that'll springboard me through the rest of the day. Should be good. It's gonna be fun, and I get to do it by myself, which is nice. It's nice. Yeah, they don't, Daniel. They don't ask about the reindeer as well. Like I said, they're too distracted by opening gifts. Trev, Merry Christmas to you, bud. Thank you for coming, popping in. Appreciate it. So, how was the English pub? Okay. Yeah, it is. You would probably all laugh at it. I'm sure. I'm sure it's nice. I mean, they have good food. Um, and they have all the alcohol that you could want. So, in that regard, yeah, it's comparable. But I'm sure you would walk in and go, "Oh, what a fake." you know, I'm sure of it. But it's got a lot of, see what's different. It's totally Americanized. It's got about 30 TVs showing sports. I mean, it's basically a sports bar disguised as a English pub. Let's be honest, but it's fun. And but yeah, after the experience of seeing what pubs really are, this looks far too new and spacious. You know, it's big. There's not history oozing from the walls. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this thing is probably about 30 years old, um, compared to the hundreds and hundreds of years your pubs all have. So, yeah, but it's our pub. So, there you go. It's what you make of it, right? When you go there. And we enjoy. We don't go very often. It's in a weird part of town. Um, it's not too far from us, but it's just, I mean, you're really only going into this area to go there. Nothing really else to go over there for. But it's certainly not authentic. But it's pretending to be, for sure. I love watching all of you talk to each other. I do. It's great. That's and I say it all the time. This is one of the joys of our channel. Um, and when to do this is to see people connect. I mean, some of you don't talk, but for the one time a month right here, I just love being a part of it. You guys are amazing. I am totally grateful for all of you. You know that. Do you have to tip in the pubs? Yes, of course. Grinch, yes. You tip everywhere. You don't, here's the deal, you don't have to tip anywhere. It's not a law that says you have to tip. It's ingrained in our society that you do. As you know, the people who work there, who are in the service industry, they rely on a lot of their tips. Um, but let's not. I know a lot of people say they don't get paid a living wage, and that may be true. But what they make in tips is, in some places, their tips, they make a lot of money. So, yeah, and if the proposed no tax on tips, because the government will tax you on your tips, you're supposed to report them. I don't know how many do, but um, if the new suggested no tax on tips comes to fruition, there'll be a lot of happy people because they make some of these servers and some popular places and stuff make a ton of money just on tips alone, like more than I would make with my hourly wage job. You know what I mean? So um, not all, but there are some that earn a lot of money just in tips. So, but no, you don't have to tip them. I always tip. I know when I come over and visit you all, it'll be weird to not tip. I'll have the urge to want to tip, and I probably will still tip because it's been ingrained in myself. But uh, I'm looking forward to it. Does the pub do a good full English breakfast? I've never tried it, but are you guys still there? Somehow we got disconnected. I apologize. Um, that was weird. That hasn't happened before. Um, but yeah, I would like to try the English breakfast over there. They only serve the breakfast, I think, on the weekends. So the atmosphere, yeah. The building is part of like a strip mall, if you will. So yeah, the building from the outside does what it does as best as it can, but the inside's nice. I mean, has like a library feel. There's a lot of books on the shelf, like on the walls. They're all fake books, of course, but um, yeah, it's nice. You should go. You should come out and visit, and I'll take you there for sure. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, JJ. Appreciate it. Yeah, without me, you could not talk to each other. I. I mean, I guess you could all still really talk to each other, right? If you really wanted to, but that would be hard to be able to contact everybody for sure, and to get them all in one place. So yeah, I get what you're saying for sure, and I enjoy watching everybody um, talk to each other. It's nice. You don't tip in pubs, sometimes may offer the landlord a drink. That's what I hear. So instead of tipping, you say, get one for yourself or something like that. Um, yeah, I know it's going to be hard, Catherine. It's going to be hard for me not to. And I don't want to offend anybody, but it's, and we usually tip about 20 to 22% uh, of the bill before tax. Of course, you got to do it the total before tax. Can't tip on based on tax as well. Most people just look at the total and they tip on that, but the naughty step. What did you guys do to get on the naughty step? Yeah. Not this is great. Not all UK pubs are ancient, but the customers may be. That's great. Oh, there are definitely regulars down at this place. But again, it's not it's like the Disneyland of pubs compared to what you experience, which I hope to experience pretty soon. Yeah, you all can stay on the comfy sofa. Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry about the adverts. I don't even know if I can turn them off, to be honest with you. Hey, Sean. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I know a lot of you don't have the whole time to be able to just hang out, but I appreciate you coming in to say hello. Right? It is a good idea for sure, Daniel. I mean, I wonder how many drinks they get during a night. Get out of there pretty sauced up. Will I be doing Christmas lights walk? They look so nice over there. I've already done. I don't know if you were here. I talked about we did a Christmas lights at the zoo last night. Not a ton. It was a small, but got to see some animals and got to see some Christmas lights, which is cool. Yeah, I have some video of some lights that we did. Um, just pretty. We do kind of go overboard on the Christmas lights. Maybe I'd like to maybe get some footage of me out shopping today and just give you an idea of how chaotic it can be, and maybe I can show you those. But yeah, that's one of the things I enjoy doing is going to see Christmas lights for sure. Pubs have tip jars for cash contributions to go to the staff. Exactly. That's exactly the tip. I would okay. Well, if they have those, I'll be definitely uh, putting some in there for sure. Oh, that's great to hear, Sean. Great to hear. Hey, John, how are you? You are not late. You are never late. I appreciate you coming and hanging out for a little while. It's awesome. Merry Christmas to you. The adverts will keep sticking them up. Yep. Yeah. You have to pay for them to stop, I guess. I actually, I, and I've already told you all this. I do make a little bit from our channel, and we're talking pennies here. But it does go towards, I do pay for the premium, so I don't have adverts while we're watching and learning. Um, and let's see, I pay so that money will cover that. And the money also covers um, the VPN that I have to pay for to watch some things that are only shown over there. I have that streaming software to do interviews and stuff like that that I pay a monthly fee for. I pay for Canva, which is so I can do thumbnails and um, that sort of thing. So um, what I do make from our channel does get put back into the channel pretty much. So yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. Blackmail. Yeah, it is kind of a form of blackmail for sure. It's law that any tip has to go to staff. Yeah, I don't know of any, not saying it doesn't happen here, but I don't know of any employer taking tips over here. I'm sure it probably does happen because why else would they need a law, right? Most of the time, we used to just give it straight to the servers. It depends on the place. Some places pool their tips where you just pay your bill, add the tip to the bill. It goes into a communal thing to where then they all split it evenly. The workers do. Some have employee IDs on the check, so it gets associated with that person, and you know. which, if someone's doing a better job than another person, yeah, it makes sense that they worked worked for that tip. So to just kind of make it a everybody gets the same kind of a thing, I'm not a fan of. Um, but I remember the days where you just leave it on the table. You could still do that, but I rarely actually have cash, so it's usually always just added to the total. Well, it could be a naughty sofa as well, Carol, where all the naughties go. It's big enough. It's big enough. The Chevy commercials are convincing. Yes, they are. Is that what the adverts are? Chevy? Does it change based on where you're watching from? I'm sure they have that ability. So, are you getting like Daniel on the East Coast here is getting Chevy commercials, and maybe a lot of you are getting Land Rover commercials instead, or Jaguar? Jaguar. So awesome, Sean. Yeah, that makes me very happy to read that. That is awesome. Thank God for your NHS. Thank God. Um, yeah, this is a good Christmas, right? In a pub, landlord counts as the employer. Yeah, I guess technically, um, technically, but I believe he shouldn't be the one getting tips. He's not sharing the profits of said pub, so I don't know if he should be getting tips. There was a law brought in October of this year that even counts for the tip on the bill. Nice. So you can still add a tip to the bill as well, like if you're paying with a credit card. That's good. I worked in hotels and stole the tips. Oh, terrible. Yeah, that's awful. People have to be like that. Yeah, the VPN. It's it's one of those things that most people. I mean, they uh, virtual private network, which it stands for. I'm sure most of you already knew that, but what the purpose of it was to block your identity, to be able so you could surf the web and not be tracked. It's a security thing. It's to use along with antivirus, so on and so forth. Allows you to safely live on the internet without people knowing your location and keeping track of you and all that stuff. What it is mainly used for is being able to watch Netflix in another country or something like that. And that is perfect. I mean, it's okay to get a VPN so you can watch shows and other events from around the world. Or if you're one who travels a lot, it allows you, like if I were to travel to London, I wouldn't be able to watch my Netflix or pretty much any of my streaming services. So I would have to use the VPN to say, hey, my computer is in Ventura, California. And then it allows me to watch some. But the BBC has, among others, have the ability to basically if block you if you're using a VPN. So I can't even watch some things on the BBC, even with a VPN, saying that I'm just down the street from them. They still they'll know that a VPN is being used and you'll still get blocked. So they're catching up. Let's see here. There's no waiter service in pubs. You have to go to the bar to get your drinks. That's true. If you're a regular, there was a time I was a regular at a place when I was younger. It was a sports bar though; it wasn't a pub, but that was nice for that time. But I wouldn't say I'm a regular anywhere these days. Although we do frequent places a lot, but not to the extent where I'm going to know the people that work there. But we do have places like that where you order at the bar. It's kind of a couple. In fact, there's a couple bar restaurants that opened up in our downtown area that have that sort of style. You go out and order, and then you go and sit, and they'll bring it out to you, that sort of thing. But I don't know if I like that. In a pub, sure, but in a restaurant, not a big fan of that. The NHS is great, yes. Of course, there's going to be little bits of it that are annoying or whatever, but I think as a whole, you guys are all blessed for sure. Don't creep away, JJ. Hang out. Carol, you are definitely on a list. Yeah, YouTube knows who you are, and they follow you no matter where you go. You're on a list somewhere for sure. Who would bar Elsie from a channel? Come on. I like shepherd's pie. My sister would make shepherd's pie every once in a while. It was delicious. I agree. What place would ban Elsie? There's, but here's the thing. There's a place out there. Elsie will have to tell us, but I'm sure there was one place. We all have that one place. Sure, sure. You drove yourself. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. That's the ambulance comes quick here because they're kind of like a for-profit thing. It's unfortunate, but you tend not gonna you're not gonna have to wait too long to get an ambulance showing up. I don't want to say they're for-profit, but it costs a lot of money. Let's say take an ambulance. Most of the time, um, you know, if you can, you drive yourself, but certainly not after 4 hours. Holy moly! That's good, Carol. I have no doubt you're the bane of YouTube's existence, and you're going to fight the good fight. So, well done. How did the shepherd react? Are you talking about the shepherd pie? Oh, because I ate the shepherd's pie. Yes, I think I got that. Luckily, you never had to unleash. uh, LC. So there's a whole nother side to LC. There's the LC side that could get barred. Okay, like I said, we all have one at least for sure. I knew it. Well, I'm glad we have the LC that we do. How much they change for the medicines over there? Or how much they charge for the medicines over there? If you don't mind me saying, yeah, it's criminal, especially if you don't have insurance. That is one of the things I rail on. It's one of our main problems. We have many, of course. Main problem is pharmaceutical. The pharmaceutical companies are downright just stealing from you. They charge you so much for their medication that costs some pennies on the dollar to make, and they charge so much. And those people who work in healthcare, like the uppity ups, and the pharmaceutical companies, Pfizer, and so on and so forth, are billions and billions of dollars. It's ridiculous, and it needs to stop. I love the fact that your country uh, works out a price, negotiates a price they're allowed to sell it at, and I just think that's awesome. And I think we could do that here. Problem is, it would kill the industry overnight, and maybe that's a good thing. I don't know, but if with insurance though, I pay you know $2 for most of the medications I use. Um, most of the time, it's free. I don't pay anything for certain medications if you have the insurance. So, but if you don't, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And to say it's criminal, I agree. But like something I could get free or pay $2 if I didn't have insurance and I was just buying it. You know, could be up to a couple $100 for sure. It's ridiculous. Oh, Shepherd was peed. Wah wah. Here we go. Sean, you are more than happy to ask anything you want. Please ask me a question. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Daniel. I'm starting to slowly catch up to this to the to the joke. Right, right. They buy them. Right, and I think um, if we could do something like that here, it would be amazing. But like I said, it would probably crash the industry overnight if they somehow were forced to sell them at lower prices. They would have to change, which is I think a good thing. It's just I'm not sure how we've gotten so far deep into the weeds with our system. I don't know how you change it. I just That's hopefully for smarter people than me to figure out. What is let's see here. I'm not sure if it would kill the drug industry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's probably right. That's probably right, John. Yeah. Average cost of insurance in America. Let's see. We pay average. Um, depending on who you have and what coverage you have. But I would say it's anywhere between 300 for one person, between 350 to 750 a month or every couple months, depending on how it works. Now, If you have an employer that will offer uh, the insurance, then the prices can be split and changed a little bit. I've been on my wife's insurance plan, and they just take it right out of her check monthly. So but it's several, many $1,000s by the end of the year, of course. But we pay because we have dependents that we pay for as well. In fact, my oldest son, just on his birthday on Halloween, was just removed from our insurance. It's like by age 28, we're no longer obligated. He went and got his own insurance through his company that he works for, so it's less. So, but yeah, you could pay a lot of money depending on the insurance you get. If you're a single, healthy person, you certainly can just get the basic plan, you know. But yeah, it's a confusing process to have to deal with. And like I said, I've been on my wife's insurance. I haven't looked at insurance plans, so I'm just guessing. Really, I'd have to actually look it up to see what the average price would be. But I'm assuming it's anywhere between 350 and 750, depending on how many kids you have and what coverage you have. Daniel might be able to answer uh, uh, that question and what he pays over on his side of the country. And it varies. It'll vary too based on where you live. Uh, our chat is a nice place. It is a nice place. I love the people. I do. I love all of you. Yeah, I won't tell Mark Carroll. I'll leave him out. Leave him out of the loop. He doesn't need to know that. But I'm sure he would say thank you very much. Thank you, Claire, for popping in. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year as well. I know a lot of you. This is probably not the most ideal time for a lot of you, being mid afternoon for all of you. But I really do appreciate even just popping in to say hello. Thank you, Claire, and Happy New Year to you. Merry Christmas and all that lovely stuff. Yeah, yeah, yep. They can do that, Daniel. Again, getting into the weeds. There's so many hands in that pot trying to get what's there, trying to get their piece. Um, Especially even with the NHS, or not the NHS, but the NIH. What is our service called over here? Um, you get people who do like tests. They're testing the drugs, and they get funded for that, and they're somehow connected to the people who are funding them, and some are getting more favorable treatment than others, and it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And if you pay a lot more money, you're more likely to get your drug approved, and it's just like that doesn't seem right. But yeah, right now it's it needs a serious overhaul for sure. Yeah. Okay. So you've already had your Sunday roast. See, that's what I was always concerned about. I didn't want to um, you know, interfere with that Sunday tradition y'all have. One of these days, I will have a Sunday roast. I'm sure the local pub serves that as well. But I've never really looked for it on the menu. I wonder if they do. I wonder if they do. I'm gonna actually look for it right here. Um, uh, I'll look up their menu later. But yeah, it's they have good food though. So yeah, interesting topic right at Christmas time about all the drug companies and. But you know what? You can ask me anything. I am an open book for sure. I have sun is up, yes, and it's actually a little overcast today. So hopefully it'll be a little colder today. The first part of this week. It was a little warm. We had some hot winds, Santa Ana's blowing. Um, Last couple mornings, it's been a little chilly. Then it kind of warms up, and when the sun comes out, breaks through. But it looks like it's overcast today, so a lot of clouds. I love it. It's a gift. Eat and chat. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, it is 7:08 my time right now. So yeah, the sun's I don't see any sun, but it is daylight for sure. But yeah, as I was saying, you guys can ask me whatever you want. I am open to any topic discussion. We'll probably go till about 7:30 my time. Um, so what would that be? Um, 3 o'clock, 3:30 your time. Would I enjoy a cold, snowy? Absolutely. Yeah. Would I trade our bright, sunny day that we usually have on Christmas? Every once in a while, it rains, but it's usually sunny. Sometimes, more times than not, it's warm. Um, would I trade that for a snow? Oh, in a heartbeat. It would be awesome every um, Christmas. It would snow. Now it would be just it would make it hard for me to go out and do what I want to do on those 2 days before Christmas to get all my shopping done. It would make it pretty difficult having to deal with the snow to do all that, but it would be pretty awesome. So I would like to have at least one of those without having to go somewhere to experience it. Be fun. I don't know if we'd walk. We usually nap after Christmas. Um, Now, we don't eat as early as all of you. We're usually eating later, so I'm not going to go out for a walk afterwards, even though we probably should. We're going to do something a little different this year. Now that my mom sold my childhood home, uh, her home, but where I grew up, we used to go there for Christmas dinner. Um, Now that we don't really have a place to go for Christmas dinner, we're kind of going to do our own thing. So we're going to start a new tradition this year. Don't know what it is yet, but I think, who knows, maybe we will go for a walk. Wouldn't that be great? I like that idea. Maybe go where there's Christmas lights and enjoy enjoy one last hurrah. Oh, winter solstice yesterday. It gets dark at 3:40 p.m. Wow, that would be so weird. Yeah. Yeah, Elsie, it's Some days it's like the summertime here. Um, and in Florida, if I were living in Florida, like uh, off off day adventures, they live in Florida. You know, it's probably going to be warm where they're at. Um, but yeah, it just if you grow up knowing it's not so bad, you do see every time you see a movie or anything that has to do with Christmas, it's always snowing, and we never really had that here. So if you stay in Ventura, for that matter, we don't get it, but it just doesn't feel right. That's for sure. But as a child, as a kid, you get a present. Like let's say you get a brand new bicycle. If it's snowing and all that, you can't go out and ride it. I mean, the cool thing about having sunny Christmas days is you get to go outside and play when you're a child. Now I don't care. It'd be cool to see the snow for sure. Let's see here, Danielle. The amount we pay through the salaries each month would be much less on average than the figures you quote, and the government adds more. Yeah, yeah. Again, don't take what I'm saying as gospel because, like I said, I haven't actually paid for insurance in a long time. It's come out of my wife's check, and I uh, we don't talk about that. My wife makes like 4 times as much as I do, so um, I don't ask. It's like Christmas magic. It just happens. The 70s in America was the country. Stuff came from America to key and Europe, yeah, but over the last 20 years, seemed to be on the trail there. Yeah, because companies got greedy. They stopped making stuff here in America. It was too expensive. Having to pay, oh my, oh, having to pay workers to make the stuff. They've outsourced it to places like China and others, and that's what got us into this mess. So now we don't make anything here. Everything we buy is cheap crap that comes from China and other places, and yeah, that's that's what happened. It's now we it's like I think we let's say we import more than we export, which was completely opposite back then. It's and I hopefully it changes at some point. I'd like to see us. I would pay more for American made stuff. I'm willing to do that. Now a lot of people can't because there's so much. We've been flooded with just cheap made stuff. So again, how does that change? Yeah, I'm telling you, NHS is a good deal. You're all really lucky to have it. Yeah, what if Christmas on the Sunday roast topic? What if Christmas was on a Monday and you serve like a roast for Christmas as well? Do you eat it Sunday and the Monday, or do you take the Sunday off? Is that a dumb question? Of course, you would take the Sunday off and save it for the next day, right? Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Sean. Yes, you do. I don't, since that last blasted advert, you have repeated, Mark, don't know how that works. I don't either. I don't either. We might not have the weather, but we have the clothes. All kids out on their bikes. That's true. And, depending, like, so. people like to get snow in the mountain towns and Midwest and all that stuff. They're probably not getting a bike for Christmas. They're getting sleds or ice skates or, you know, something that's more normal for their part of the country, for sure. We need to care much further north than you people often expect. Yes, which accounts for the short days. Yes, that is one of the things. We just assume you're straight from New York, so you're going to have the same uh, as New York, but no, you're way further north. Um, I've learned that over time, but yeah, you get stuck looking at maps and stuff like that that aren't accurate. Most of our manufacturing has been exported here in the UK too. Just some specialist furniture, yeah, but often owned by outsiders. Yeah, you know, it's a shame. It really is. It'd be nice to have them back. I mean, just with the decimation of the auto industry, and we used to have auto now. Now all the other big automakers have factories here. Toyota and so on and so forth all have factories here, assembling the cars, making the cars, which is nice. It puts a lot of people to work, which is great. But meanwhile, Ford, who still builds cars here, but has plants like in Mexico and stuff like that. It's just you hate it. You hate to see it. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to catch up here. Bear with me. Now we've had the winter. We're had the winter solstice. The days begin to get longer every day until the summer when days go past 10 p.m. That'll be something I'm going to look forward to. That's why we're going to go during that point, period of time because we can have longer days to do a lot of things and see a lot of things. I would love to see Christmas in London and other places throughout your country, but it would be you know, with short days. I would like to just, I think, our first visit, see as much as we can. And having longer days to do it makes it obvious. A lot of people have two dinners, Christmas and Boxing Day. Yes, can't forget about Boxing Day. Yeah, we used to combine both sides of the family, um, but everybody's kind of moved on and kind of all do their really kind of do their own thing. Um, we tend on Christmas and Christmas Eve, and we kind of just stick to the immediate families. Thanksgiving is the day that we have all the people come. It used to, and Christmas was always kind of just with the immediate family. That's how we used to do things. If you're waiting for an operation of, you're gonna wait. Yeah, it can drag on. Sure, sure. But if it's emergency, you go right in. Yeah, like I said, of course, if you really wanted to nitpick and find fault with NHS, you could say, yeah, the waits are long, or you can't get in to see your doctor, or whatever. I mean, but if it's life threatening emergency, you're going to get right in and have world class medical care. So you're going to, if you really wanted to point out the negatives, you could certainly find them, I'm sure. But I think as a whole, it's a blessing for all of you for sure. Hmm. From freezing up. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild to think. crab from China. Yep. Well, LC, I'll be up to see it, I'm sure. I wonder what type I wonder when I'll wake up when I come visit my first morning in England, when I would wake up, I wonder. All right, well, I'm all for eating multiple roasts, don't get me wrong. If it's good, right? Like meal on Boxing Day. Do you all go out on Boxing Day? Is that like when you have like the big sales and stuff like that, you can go shop? It's also like the big day for sport, right? And there are a lot of football matches on that day. In Scotland, it barely seems to get dark at all during the summer. That would be so weird. Weird to experience. Now, my wife um, was born in Alaska. There's a story there. But and so she didn't stay in Alaska forever. They moved down to the Bay Area, San Francisco area, when she was a younger girl. But she's gone back to visit and whatnot, and she would tell me about how it never got dark. Every, yeah, in the house, you have to have these like really like light blackout light, like blinds and curtains and stuff like that to make it dark, and it just never got dark. I couldn't imagine. Christmas pudding, of course, of course. Christmas Eve tradition. We have the family come over to our house, and Jennifer, she makes chicken parm, chicken parmesan. So that's kind of like so un-Christmas like, but it has become our tradition, and it's so good, so good. And then, of course, Christmas night, we used to have ham, and it'd be like the one time a year I'd have ham, and I love it. So I'm not sure what we're going to do this year. We're not having a Christmas dinner with the whole family like before, so I'm not sure what we'll do. But Christmas morning, my sister would make a. We would go over there about for brunch, 11 o'clock or so, and we would have spiked eggnog, and she'd make like an egg casserole kind of thing and French toast, and so good. Usually we'd be tucking into another full on feed on top of the Christmas Day bucket. Yep, yep, yep. It's this season's all about eating. It seems like, yeah, I love it though. Uh, Thank you, Sean. Yeah, email me. Yeah, any information you have, I'm happy to read it. Let's see here. What does an American dinner for Christmas consist of? All right, so it's different all over the country, but ours would be ham, um, generally either mashed potatoes or a baked potato, peas, always like just regular green peas, salad, sometimes a fruit salad, sometimes like a Caesar salad, sometimes some other kind of salad. There'd be a pie of some sort for dessert. Um, Rolls. We, of course, have to have rolls. Um, some other vegetable, asparagus, most likely. Um, but pretty basic. But it's the ham that I wait for because it's been cooking all day, and yeah, it's awesome. In fact, we have a ham in our fridge, so I just saw that, and now it's dawning on me that we might be having ham for Christmas dinner. I love it, and a lot of wine and champagne. Ladies' Day when the women get to go out. That makes it sound weird, like they don't get to go out during the whole year. It's just on this day. Well, that's nice. Nice of everybody to allow them out. That's funny. I know I'm reading way too much into that, but that's hilarious. What is pumpkin pie like? Well, um, it's not good. I'm not a fan of pumpkin. So naturally, pumpkin pie to me isn't great. But a lot of people love it. A lot of people love it. I'm not a big pie guy. I'd rather have like a cake, but like maybe a cheesecake. Oh, and by the way, yeah, we would have cheesecakes as well. Um, I would rather have cheesecake, but cherry pie is good. Apple pie would be good. But those are more summer type pies for like July 4th, right? 4th of July. Um, but pumpkin pie is popular, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It just is. Okay. Well, I'm sure my body clock, Carol, will put me up at whatever time. I'm usually asleep for like 6.5 hours. Then my body just turns on, and out of bed I go. Oh, Elsie, I'm glad you reminded me. I mentioned that she's asking about if I could find any Christmas crackers. Um, when we go to my sister's house every Christmas morning for brunch, we all sit down at a table. We do the Christmas cracker thing. Everybody, my sister, she's on it. We have Christmas crackers. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Every year, we've been doing this now for years and years and years. We sit down, everybody's got a Christmas cracker in front of them. We wear the hats. We do the whole thing. We all pop them at the same time, and then we take turns reading the bad jokes that come out of them over and the riddles, and we spend time laughing about it. But yeah, we do the Christmas cracker thing. I can't believe I forgot to mention that. Every Christmas, we do Christmas crackers. So yes, I am familiar with that. Yeah, yeah, I know. Maybe one day I'll experience, Sean, a traditional Christmas slash dinner from your part of the world. That would be awesome. Yes, mince. Oh, see, I want to try. I do want to try those pies. Um, I know you have a bunch of alcohol, Catherine. I love it. Everything is finished by the 6th of January. Decorations have to be down, or it's bad luck. Yeah, I usually take mine down January 2nd. That's just kind of the day I'll take it down. Um, but yeah, do drink a lot of booze around this time of year for sure. And yeah, if there's leftovers, I don't do the bubble and squeak thing, but I certainly don't do mushy peas. No. Yeah, yeah, we don't. Yeah, it's not cold most of the time here. Sometimes we'll have like a cold, you know, streak that'll pop in, but most of the time it's pleasant. So we We eat accordingly. Christmas pudding, sure. Have chicken on Christmas Day. We eat a lot of chicken here. So, um, turkey, we don't eat a ton of turkey, and we certainly don't eat a ton of ham. So, turkey, I eat turkey once a year. That's at Thanksgiving. And I eat basically ham once a year, and that's at Christmas. So, eat tons of chicken. So, I couldn't imagine eating chicken. But then again, we're having chicken parmesan for Christmas Eve. So, I say that. And here, this tradition we have is we're eating chicken. So, a lot of food. Regardless, it's a lot of food. Ladies' Day in Scarborough. They'll they got to do the pub crawl because they were. Oh, okay. Pub crawls are fun. That would be fun to take part in that for sure. Hey, Matthew, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. You just made it. We're, we're going to close up here pretty soon, but I'm glad you were able to pop in and say hello. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, we do have pigs in the blanket. Um, absolutely. Um, Sometimes it's uh, sausage with pancakes um, if you want to have it for breakfast. But yeah, there are other variations as well. But yeah, there are some places that do serve that. Schnapps. That's going to be an adventure. I wonder if don't put too much schnapps in there, Elsie. We don't want to see that, Elsie. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Nice. Sausage patties, pancakes, maple syrup is the best. Yeah, it is a great combination. It really is. I don't know if I've had that in New York. A prune wrapped in bacon. That's great. I don't know if I've had trifle. I don't even know. Am I even saying that correctly? Trifle? Trifle? I can't say that I've actually had that before. There's so many things I've missed out on food wise. Food wise. Oh, that's good to know. It's good to hear. New Yorkers have a reputation for being rude. So it's nice to see they were very welcoming to you. You're making it for your dad. You're a good daughter. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. You just made it. Um, like I said, we're going to wrap it up here pretty soon, but I'm glad you were able to get in. Merry Christmas to you. Okay. Well, what do you think, everybody? Oh, yeah. Matthew, those videos have been awesome. I loved Berkshire. I enjoyed doing the videos from Alex. I'm just like I said, I'm blessed that he's allowed us to watch some of the stuff. He's got like a bunch of counties. So we have a whole list of counties, and I'm sure we'll eventually, if we haven't already, get to the county you all reside in. So I that's one of the cool things about that series is that we can take a quick look at these places, and a lot of you who live there or have history there can chime in and add a little more to it. And it's just cool finding out where some of you reside. And um, yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I don't know counties, obviously. There's a lot of things I don't know. A lot of these towns I've never heard of. But in Berkshire, there are a few that I have. Um, and a lot of you have pointed out some tragedies that happened in a few of the towns, and sad. But all in all, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun to do those videos. Yeah, we are going to wrap it up here. Sean was born in Berkshire. Nice. You're just putting your lights on, Catherine. I put my lights on the day after Thanksgiving, or Christmas lights, I should say. You're just turning the lights because it's starting to get dark. I now understand that. I misunderstood you. Um, I love you guys. I'm just going to allow you guys to sit and exchange food tips. I love it. Merry Christmas, Elsie. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, before it goes mad, it is. We are going to wrap it up, though. Um, watch Peter Pan Gone Wrong. I have that. I have it saved. I am going to watch it. Thank you for sending it to me. If it, appreciate it. Nice. You can do a sober pub crawl, no problem. Okay, everybody. This is where I'm going to get a little sappy. I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, of course. And you all know how much you mean to me. Um, I am truly blessed to have all of you in my life. So thank you. I'm looking forward to start the year off with all of you. And I really do look forward to watching these videos and getting together and hanging out. Hopefully, I'll get over there soon. And I'll be able to get to meet some of you in person. It would be a dream of mine. So just have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Christmas holiday, and we'll see you soon. Okay. I love all of you. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. Ho ho ho. Take care.